Good morning, Smokey Joe. Right, it came with two figures, a fireman and a driver, which were black plastic, whatever. And I'm going to show you what I used to paint them. Now, I'm not going to show you me painting them. I did try that, but all you could see was my fingers, which really, yeah, exactly. Now, the first thing I recommend you have when you paint these figures is a pair of these tweezers, and they're self-gripping. So basically what you do, so you can hold the figure and paint it. Now, what you will also need is a really thin brush to do this. Now, you use this to apply paints to the larger areas, and to the smaller areas you just put some on a cocktail stick and you just gently add it. What you will also need is isopropyl alcohol, a cotton bud which you use to remove any botch-ups. Now, what I also recommend is you only use acrylic paints. Now, I do not need to show you a can of this because you know it anyway. Is I use Halford's primer, grey primer. Really cheap. You spray it on it and I tend to leave it for a couple of hours to dry. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to zoom in on the paints. They're all acrylics, and the reason I use acrylic is because it dries in 20 minutes. If you spill it on the carpet, you can get it out easily with water and you don't even see it's there. It's just so easy to use. And what we're going to do now is we're going to zoom in on the paints that I used to do these figures for Smokey Joe. Well, here are the paints we used, all acrylic paints. And what I should mention at first is the reason you use a grey primer is because A, you need something for the paint to adhere to, and two, to put a light colour onto black plastic you would have to put so many layers of it on to cover the black that you wouldn't see the facial features. Now, I always apply the lightest colours first, simply because if I have a slight run, a dark colour will cover it easily. Anyway, we'll start with the colours I've used, and some are Revel, most of them are. For the flesh I used a Code 35, 36135. For the driver's seat I used aluminium 36199. For the driver's uniform 36361. And for the coal on the shovel and their boots 36106. Now, for the brown of the shovel handle I used a Tamiya colour XF79. I'm sure that Revel do an acrylic in brown, but being really honest, it's the cheapest I could find, so I brought this colour. And that's basically it really, how I did these figures. Obviously you can use what colours you like, but you know, you've got to do it how it suits you and whatever colours you choose to wish to use. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will have found this helpful in how you paint model railway figures. Again, sorry for not showing me painting these, however, all you could really see was my hands and the brush. It just didn't work, so I couldn't see the point. And I'm sure you all know what somebody painting looks like. Thank you very much for watching, and again I hope you found this helpful. Thank you.